Today, we break down the Pro Evo 1's slightly less bougie cousin, the Adidas Evo SL.
Change your mind, change your life.
And welcome back to another edition of Running with James. Today, guys, we are going to give you our unbiased opinion on the new Adidas SL. This shoe is a daily trainer, and I'm going to tell you right now, there are some big surprises with it. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to like and subscribe, and then don't forget to hit that notification bell to hear all things Running with James. We do shoe reviews, we do training tips, we do things high rocks, marathon, whatever it is that has to do with fitness, we are all about it. You can check us out at mybcfit.com to find out more about our gym and what we do on a daily basis. Now we're going to get into this shoe. We're going to talk about the upper, we'll get into the midsole, we'll get into the outsole, everything in between. By the end of this video, you'll know if this is something you just got to have or something you can live without. As usual, we're going to start with the upper. The upper is a synthetic textile material that I found to be pretty comfortable. The fit was really well, especially across the top. Had plenty of room in the toe box for my little piggy's display. Plenty of depth as well, so I wasn't feeling my toes rub the top of it. Traditional lacing system, and I will say that where when we get to the midsole, they're using that Lightstrike Pro. I think they saved a little bit of money on this upper because it is more of a traditional upper, but they brought in plenty of support with these huge overlays they have with the Adidas stripe. Not to mention, I think it looks pretty flat. So was able to get a pretty good lockdown fit with plenty of support. Has a very significant heel counter as well. And so no worries as far as getting that lockdown or having any kind of heel rub or anything of that nature. So all in all, I think even though it is a more substantial upper than you might find in some of like the things like the Pro Evo 1 or even some of the other super shoes that are out there, it still was lightweight enough and breathable enough that it didn't weigh you down. This shoe comes in about 8.4 ounces, 8.3 ounces or so for my size, 10.5. So for a daily trainer, that is pretty good. So all in all, I feel like the upper was a great upper, very comfortable, disappears, looks good, and then comes in a ton of great colors. All right, getting into the midsole. The midsole is just one huge slab of Lightstrike Pro. I love the Lightstrike Pro. It's a great mixture of like cushiony bounce, but good responsiveness. And so whether you're trying to do a long run or you're trying to maybe pick up the pace, the Lightstrike Pro I think offers such a versatile foam that I think anybody can really, really enjoy. Now it doesn't have the plates in there, so you can see it's a little more flexible as well. So you're not, I don't want to say weighed down, but you're not held back. Or maybe a better way to put it is you're not working too hard to run, especially those easier paces. Because if you've worn carbon fiber plated shoes before, or even the rods, and I actually prefer the rods because they are a little less stiff, especially when you're trying to run slower, you can feel like you're working really hard. So your calves, your Achilles, things like that can be kind of sore if you're not used to it, or if you're putting in really, really long miles. But you don't have that because it's just one huge slab of the Lightstrike Pro. And so it has that 36 millimeter drop in the heel, 30 millimeter stack in the forefoot. So it's give us that sweet little 6 mil drop. So it's just like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, not too tall, not too small, but it's just right. So whether you're a midfoot striker, forefoot striker, heel striker, maybe your form's not perfect, what have you, still working on it, I think this can accommodate a lot of different kinds of runners. And so that Lightstrike Pro really hits with this shoe. I've ran long runs up to about 15 miles in it. I've done some up-tempo paces as fast as about 6:05 or so. So for me, that's definitely getting up there in the paces, and had no problem with any of them. I probably wouldn't race in this shoe. It is, heavier than what you would find with the race shoe. Most are going to be around, the ones I really like are like 6 ounces or below, or 6.5 ounces or below. But you could race in it if you really, really wanted to, or if you didn't have the budget to get some of those more expensive shoes. So with this foam, I feel like you can get a lot of wear out of it. It's bouncy, it's fun, you're going to enjoy it. All right, now the outsole is a Continental, big slab Continental rubber here on the, basically strategically placed, just like everywhere else. Big slab on the top, you got two strategically on the heel. And I'll say this, wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. So it does what it needs to do. I wouldn't run on the trails on it, obviously. I wouldn't be running if it's too wet outside. I ran a couple times when it was wet on specific surfaces like wood, like nah, not really great. But asphalt, concrete, it does the job. And I think there's enough coverage of it here that it protects the foam. And these softer foams can wear pretty quickly and get pretty torn up if it doesn't have good coverage. So you've got plenty of coverage, but not too much coverage to make it super heavy, but enough to keep it safe and obviously not slip on your butt and fall. So all in all, this shoe I feel like is a great shoe. I mean, obviously I haven't said anything bad about it. I can't think of one thing that is negative about this shoe. I love the weight. I love the wear. I love the way it fits. I love the bounce in the foam. Honestly, I wear this shoe just hanging out, walking around. It does look a little bit, it's not as cool as maybe some of the other colors, but this was the only available color at the time. So what does that tell you? It tells you the shoe's been popular. And so they've been selling this shoe like hotcakes because it is a great shoe. So it has that race DNA. It has that that feeling of the Pro Evo 1, of the Adidas Pro 4 as well. So it's got a lot of the DNA and a lot of the parts, but without the huge exorbitant price. So coming in at 150 bucks, I think this shoe is a great deal for what you're paying and what you're going to get out of the shoe. I think you can easily get 300, 400 plus miles out of the shoe before you need to, maybe get another pair, but they're cheap enough that you could do that a couple times over. So for us, I feel like the Adidas Evo SL is a must-have. All right, guys, that is our review of the Evo SL. Let us know if you've ever tried the Evo SL. Are you a big fan of this shoe? Or have you even bought a shoe strictly because it looked fast? I mean, honestly, this shoe does look kind of fast, doesn't it? I think they have killed it this year with their styling. I love the huge stripes going across the top. And they've just released a bunch of new colors. So I think you can't go wrong with this shoe. So let us know down below, have you tried this out or have you bought a shoe just because it looked like it might make you fast, right? I love it when I get new shoes because I want people to look at my shoes and be like, ooh, he's so fast, ooh. Maybe that's just me in the mirror, I don't know. Well guys, thanks for coming in today. I appreciate you. Check out our other videos coming out very, very soon. We're gonna be reviewing the Adidas Terex. We have a whole line of Adidas shoes we're gonna be reviewing, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like Adidas has brought their A game this season. So if you haven't done so already, also check out our podcast. Drops every Friday at noon, where we talk about race tips, we talk about stories, we tell stories, we have a great time. Myself, Coach Lauren, and our what are we calling him? Our special guest host, or going guest host, whatever. Coach Carlos has been here as well, and he's been doing a great job. So as always, remember, whatever you're doing, get out there, learn something new, and when you can change your mind, change your life.